Welcome back to Honey Badger 3D Print and Paint. Today, we're looking at the best Joker of all the Jokers. But before we do that, roll those credits and a quick word from our sponsors.
PCBWay are proud sponsors of the channel. They offer industry-leading 3D printing services covering all types of materials and processes. They also offer industry-leading online CNC machine services from milling, machining, and turning in all the materials you could possibly need. They also offer a fully online prototyping PCB service. Everything from assembly through to design, you can do it all online with an easy system to use for quotes. So for all of your needs, check out PCBWay in the link in the video description.
Right, so I think this is the best Joker. James disagrees. Everybody knows Jack Nicholson is the coolest Joker. Reason being, if there's ever a poll as to who the coolest is, it's Jack Nicholson. Even if he's not in the poll, he's still the coolest. So, I've wanted to do a Joker for quite a long time. Never got round to doing it. I've done a few commissions. The last few things I've done have been commissions. So I had some spare time. I thought, I'm going to print something for me, because it's been quite a while since I've printed something for me. Thought I'm going to do a Joker. So as soon as I started looking through what we had, I found this. Now, we originally got this off of Colts. It is now no longer available on Colts. I think because it's now being sold on Etsy. So I think the person who ever designed it has removed it. It's not on Colt. It shows up as being on Colts and JamgHe, but when you go on there, it's no longer available. So I presume the designer has removed it. This model, I absolutely love. One of the things I love about this is it was an enjoyable paint job to do, to start off with. Because it's a lot of purples in this, it's a case of trying to differentiate the different materials with a slightly different tone of purple. And then it's playing with matte varnishes and gloss varnishes to show different materials and stuff like that. I thoroughly enjoyed painting this from start to finish. The head, when I painted the head, I'll put up a couple of pictures because I took a couple of pictures while I was doing it. I painted the head with a normal skin tone like I do every other model. Once I'd done all the skin tone, what I did is I got a sponge and some white, and I basically sponged on the white. Although in the film Jack Nicholson's face paint is pure white, I didn't want to do it pure white. I actually preferred the Heath Ledger style of makeup, which is bad. So I wanted the skin tone to show through the makeup, which is why I chose to do his makeup like this. And I loved the way it came out. I loved the green hair. I just loved the way it came out. The trousers, I thought I was going to have a nightmare with the trousers, because when you actually look at the images of him, his trousers are like tartan, basically. But I was very lucky with this model. There's actually texture on these trousers. There's texture lines running horizontal and vertical. So when I was painting this, what I did is I put down a purple base coat over all the trousers. The colours that are in that are like a turquoise and a dark blue. So what I did with the turquoise is I dry brushed horizontally across all the trousers, and I picked up all those vertical lines. I then did a second dry brush with a dark blue, but I dry brushed vertically, and that picked up all the horizontal lines, which produced a cool check tartan type effect on the trousers. I was really happy with them. Couple of extra bits like the tie. I wanted to get some detail into like the cravat tie type thing he's got on. So what I did is I painted it, highlighted it, and then with a gloss I basically painted stripes across the tie with gloss varnish. And when it dried, that gave the look of a two-tone silk effect. So shiny and matte all the way through. Really happy with that. This printed amazingly well. I printed this on my Magforms P13. And that printer has become my absolute favourite printer to use. Every single thing that comes off it is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, we've got a new sponsor on this channel as well. JamgHe. So they are sending us both resin and filament. And this was done purely in their resin, and I've got to say, printed perfect. So this bottle here is actually art engineering resin, so like a standard resin. But this was actually printed in their speed resin. They sent me 5 of each. I haven't used the engineering resin yet. I've just used the speed resin, and he was printed all in that. And this was printed in 3 build plates. So the torso and like the hands were one, the legs and the head was another one, and hat, and then the base was printed on its own. The base I really love. It's not very often we say I love a base, but this one I do, and I think mainly because of its simplicity. It's just a stand. It's got a cool Joker design on the top of it, don't get me wrong. What I did with the outside of it is I actually painted it in Green Stuff World's colour shift. So it's a purple to blue, and it matches in perfect with the Joker, because when you look at it, it's different shades of purple really all the way round as the light catches it. So I was really happy with that. What we'll do now is we'll do a few close-ups so you can see it a bit better. As I say, this may be one of my favourite models I've done, to be honest. I really like this. I like not pulling bottles of paint off the shelf, and that's the colour I'm doing it. I like mixing a bit of a different colour and changing the tones slightly, using the same paint but changing the tones and the colour, and adding washes and stuff like that, so you change what it looks like. I like that. The purples I used on this, I've actually got a Green Stuff World purple set. It's about 6 different purples. They range from a very blue purple to a very light purple. I think there was only actually 2 of the colours I actually used, 2 of the purples I used to do this, and I, messed around with the colours with other blacks and whites to change them slightly, and then put washes over some of it, as I said. But resin, JamgHe resin, give this a go. Trust me, it's low odour, doesn't smell. It's the speed resin, very thin, which I love. If you want to have speed resin, you want it really thin. I've actually done a second model, which I'm in the process of painting at the moment. I was hoping to have it ready for today, but it's too involved a paint job. And that's been done in JamgHe as well. Hopefully you will see that in the next week or so. Because what I've done so far on it, I'm really pleased with it. So grab yourself some of this. Trust me, this is good. James has been using their filament as well. He's more than happy. He's got a video he's filming in about 10 minutes time, and what he's filming is remarkable. It's took him a while, but it's also used their filament and their resin, and it's you just wait and see. You'll see it in about a week. If you're watching this now, you'll see it in a week's time. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.